It's gonna be tough. Whew, man, brutal. It's all good. Let's have a couple more drinks of water here. Yeah, that final boss is a doozy, dude. I had to figure out a way to try to avoid damage with the when you charge into that skull. What are we supposed to do? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you want to just try to double jump over him, just completely avoid him. Maybe. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. I don't really know. Alright, either way, all good though. All good. Thankfully, like I said, the runs go pretty quick here. Careful now. So ogres can do some serious damage, dude. Go on, get in there. There you go. That's the easy cheese there for that guy. Probably should go ahead and equip the fireball right here, so make things a little easier. Man, a serious challenge in this game would be no fireballs. You have to use the wave weapon, so that's been established. You don't have to use the fireballs, so... Man, that first boss, though, holy crap, though. I wonder what you would do about that. Could that be doable? Facing the tiger? I mean, maybe. Without using projectiles, with only using the melee flame weapon? Dude, that would be brutal. That would be really interesting. Again, you have to use the wave weapon at some point. That has been established. Yeah, like just right here, for example. Ooh, jeez. Be tough to hit that guy with. He's fast, dude. With just the melee flame weapon. But something like the statue below us here wouldn't be much of a problem at all. That's actually pretty easy there. But that did force us to take a hit right there, so nice. Got a few hits there. I wonder if you could actually hit this thing with that flame weapon up close and personal and still jump. Whoa, man, that would be tricky. It's probably doable. Alright, cool. So back to the desert here. Let's just go ahead and kill the first worm that we encounter. Looks like we have been doing. So we can get that high jump ring. careful. Where is this one gonna take us here? Okay, there you go. Should be able to take this one down here. Oh. Careful. It's got a little bit complacent there. I think it was gonna run right into us, dude. It's gonna get the fruit there, thank you. You can pretty much just skip that one though. You don't really need to fight all of them. Careful. Okay. Not looking shabby here. Got 2/3 of our health here. Just keep moving here. Okay, you don't really need to fight these worms. Ooh, jeez. Once again, just ran right into him. Okay, let's take out the fire moss there. Alright, cool. Yo, Retro Devil TV, what's up, dude? How you doing? How should I treat you so far? Hope you're having yourself a great weekend there, man. Oh gosh, careful now. There you go. Thank goodness. Okay, we really need that health there. We're playing some Jewel Master here. We're doing hard mode, well, basically hard mode Deathless here. Could also call hard mode no continues. Yeah, I was calling this that last night. But either one is correct. So let's switch to the high jump here. Take the statue out here just because it's going to be kind of tough to avoid. Once again, going to need the high jump here. Now again, if you don't get this high jump ring from one of the worms outside there beforehand, I'm not sure what would happen here. I think he would just be soft locked. We can actually speed up our damage a little bit to that guy if we just go forward. Interesting, okay. Well, that'll speed that up a little bit. Alright, now speaking of that, put on the speed up ring here. Oh, careful, get moving there. And this is where the speed up ring really comes into play. Excuse me. Oh. So I'm gonna take these guys out here. There's gonna be some health in the wall there for us down below. We don't actually need it right now. Oops. Let's take all these guys out here. Ooh, okay. I want to go grab it now. Alright, let's go and get that potion here. It's hidden in the wall right here. Yeah, jump through there to the right and jump up a little bit further. Alright, having trouble with this level, that's there for you. We can actually switch this. Kind of underpowering ourselves here. Oops. Just totally messed that jump up there. Okay, we can easily jump over that one. There you go. Oops. Easy does now. We still have plenty of health though. We're looking good here. Let's go ahead and switch out the flame ring here to the water ring. Oh, I ran right into the Phoenix there. A little excited there. Naturally, of course, running into a boss is not where you want to start. But we have plenty of health, so we should be okay as long as we don't get hit. You know, one or two more times. That's where I'd be a little bit worried. I think we hit like once more, we're okay. But ooh, yeah, that was speaking of, that was kind of close. Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, again, this, I don't know, this level might be my favorite. I really like the music in this level. And again, the way that the snow or the frost... Yeah, right there, how it changes, that's just sweet, dude. You don't see too many games do that. They have like weather effects that sort of take over and change the level completely. You know, some games have wind effects where it will actually, you know, move the player into a different direction, like Alien Soldier, for example. I think some of the Ninja Gaiden games have that too, right? I could be wrong about that. The only Ninja Gaiden game I played was the Master System one, which seemed like it was radically different than the NES and TurboGrafx one. Ooh, gosh. Careful now. I'm going a little bit too quickly here. Alright, here comes the Yeti. Look out. Yeti only has 2 moves, but yeah, either one of them is going to do a bunch of damage. He rarely punches. Every once in a while. Every once in a while he'll throw a punch, but for the most part he just does those jumps there. Ninja Gaiden does have wind effects. Interesting, okay. Ninja Gaiden 2 does. Got you, got you. I got another drink of water here real quick. Excuse me. Yeah, I think what happened was the... Yeah, it's like here. I'm not really sure, but I think what happens is if you get just a little bit too close to the Yeti when he lands, that's when he throws a punch against you. So I think if you maintain like a certain distance, then you'll be okay. It's going to get there's the second tier water ring here. It's going to give us a little bit of a better barrier there. We can actually go ahead and start using that right away. The bees won't do a bunch of damage, but it's just better to use the barrier just to be on the safe side. Okay. Yep, still a few more bats up there. Let's go ahead and the high jump there. Oops. I guess we need it right there. Did not think we did, but okay. You might be able to make that jump and I just didn't do it correctly. No, actually, switch to this so we can get the high jump. Oops. That is... Oops! I was about to say, that should be just fine. Yeah, let's just take out these enemies first. It'll be all good. I'm just messing that jump up. There you go. Just take out some of these bats here first, this way we're not throwing the health away. Yo, what's going on, Royal Family Gaming? How you doing, dude? How's I treating you so far? What game is this? Oh, you're not familiar with this one? It is a little bit lesser known. I will say that. It's definitely not the most common Genesis game out there. Yeah, it's kind of a cool game, honestly, dude. Yeah, it's not exactly, you know, going in like a Lord of the Rings kind of direction, but it is kind of interesting, like a Rings of Power kind of a situation. But yeah, this is called Jewel Master. Careful there. Yeah, we really want to avoid this particular ice block right here. That's where he's going to actually do the most damage, it seems. Because even his ice blast right there didn't do much damage when we had our barrier up. But yeah, how's your night going so far, dude? We're having a great start to your weekend over there. Yeah, we have seen the final boss on this challenge twice tonight. Isn't pretty good. Nice. Glad to hear it, dude. You don't know about 90% of the Genesis library, which is why I wanted to my own. Do you currently own one? Because definitely getting a Genesis 2 is certainly still possible. They're not the most expensive console out there, thankfully. Move slowly but surely here. We can take this guy out here. Be careful, careful. Ooh, ouch. I got the punch off right there, careful. Just got the knife there, oh gosh. We should have our other barrier switched anyways. There you go. Let's grab this health here. There you go. But the sub boss can be really easy if he just lands right next to us. Because sometimes if he flies around, that's when he's a bit of a problem. There you go. Yeah, if he just drops right next to us, we can push our damage pretty quickly on him, and he doesn't have that much health, so... Might as well go up and heal up all the way here, I suppose. Oop, no, that's the one we want. There you go. Let's go ahead and activate this again. Oops. Where do we want to drop down? Maybe right about here? Nice, okay. Let's go ahead and talk to the pixie here, thank you. Now we have full health here. Yeah, the pixies there will give you a health upgrade. It'll also heal you all the way, which is nice. Yeah, it's nice that you can have the ring hover here over the hand. I never knew that. But you always had to bring it back to the center there. But yeah, this way you can actually switch really quickly. There's a little less menuing involved. That's something I did not know. Oh gosh, okay, wrong one. Let's go and destroy those guys anyway, so it's all good. Switch once more. I'll have the double jump here. Oops. Okay, that actually will be just fine. We do want that, though. No. Come over here. Thank you. Destroy those guys there. Yeah, we have full health here, it looks like. Let's just grab that just to be on the safe side. Alright, so... we want to have our best wave weapon against this guy. So I think the wave shoots a little bit faster. And the waves will also all hit him. Okay, we still kind of got lucky there, actually. Even though he did hit us pretty hard. Let's go ahead and get the sword ready here. Because otherwise, this phase of the boss can be a huge pain otherwise. So just take it out with the sword right away. Or do about 6 years ago for 20 bucks. Nice. Got your Genesis, GameCube, and Nintendo 64 for 20 bucks each. Awesome, dude. Nice pickup there. Now, do you have like a Model 1 or do you have a Model 2? I'm currently playing on a Model 2 right now. I do not have a Model 1, but it's all good. I'm not 100% sure as to what like the video output options are for the Model 1, so I'm not sure if SCART even works with that, because that's what I'm using for this. I'm actually using a SCART cable here. Careful now. Ooh, okay. We're all good, Alright, because yeah, I know that the Model 1 obviously has RF, but yeah, RF, you know, obviously it's not exactly the best. If it's all you have, it's one thing, but I don't know, even the next option, which is I think composite, if I remember correctly, even that seems better. Okay, let's be careful here. I did take a death here on a previous run earlier. Nice, okay. So there's a potion over here for us. Let's just go over here and take out these statues. Just to make the next part just a touch easier. Okay, so we're going to want the double jump here. Let's go ahead and activate the fireball once again. Oop. A little bit further out, there you go. Alright, so we'll have a couple more of these skeleton guys here. So here we're going to have the gatekeeper here. Okay, this part is kind of difficult here. So it's a little bit easier with the sword here. Ooh, crap. That actually hit us there. That was cool that I figured out earlier, though, that you can actually use the double jump right here. Yeah, that made me pretty happy. Okay, so let's go ahead and just switch this one over here. This one over here. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the double jump. Nice. Like I said, that allows you to just skip a whole section, dude. And because there's no health or anything down there for you, so there's no benefit. There's no benefit to that. So skipping that whole section right there is pretty amazing. There is some health up here, though. So we'll definitely make sure to grab that. switch to the projectile fireballs here. We're gonna need those, thank you. We probably should actually have these instead. It's just gonna be more effective, more of them. Careful now. Okay, so what should we do here? Okay, yeah, probably use... Oh, gosh. And the ice seems to work really well against the Phoenix, dude. It's a shame that you don't have the ice the first time around against the Phoenix. Yeah, 'cause you don't have the green ring yet around that time. Sligmo, what's up, dude? How you doing? What you gonna do, Hulkamaniacs, when Cell plays Jewel Master, brother? So what do we want to use here? Probably the... Yeah, definitely the water here. Okay, so this will pretty much just eat the projectiles right here. Be careful now. Back up just a little bit. Alright, we got it there. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring out the sword. Music, the use of the music reminds you of the church stage in Splatterhouse. Interesting, huh? The music in this stage is definitely pretty creepy, so... Nice. Some quick damage there. Okay, now should we just... Should we do that for the next? The next statue too? So again, that statue's giving me trouble, dude. And usually I have a pretty cut and dry strat for it, but... It was giving me some trouble earlier. Yeah, I mean, that is quick. It still hits you a couple times, but... Yeah, that's super quick with that one, too. Okay, So yeah, maybe there's just a way to jump over the... Maybe we can, like, double jump. And then really quickly... I mean, it would be cheesy, but maybe we could double jump. And then really quickly... equip the sword. Blast the guy. And then rinse and repeat, essentially. Maybe we could do that with the Earth statue. Because now the ice statue is not much of a problem, it's the Earth statue. Okay, here we go. The final boss here again tonight. Probably hit once more? No? Okay. So what do we do here? So maybe this? I mean, it seemed more like the ball did a lot more damage. I could be wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready. There you go. Okay. So double jump and then barrier. Yeah, definitely seem okay. So definitely seems like the bowling ball does a lot more damage. So you get double jump and barrier. Yeah, really, if you can avoid the bowling ball, that's what really does the most damage, it seems. I mean, probably besides this move. Ooh, that was too close. Double jump, hit the barrier. Ooh, yeah, okay, good dodge there. Nice, he didn't even hit me that time with going around there. Okay. Careful now. Not get too greedy there. You gotta avoid that bowling ball, dude. Seems like that is his deadliest move, besides maybe the charge. Oh, nice. I think we got him. Whew, awesome. Nice. Haha, there we go. Okay, cool. That's the first time I've ever beaten that game on hard mode. There we go. Thanks for the GG there. I appreciate that. There's no mention in history of the battle waged between the Jewel Master and the forces of evil. Awesome. I wasn't sure if there was going to be like a different ending for hard mode. Have another drink of water there real quick. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Thank you for the GG there. Vanessa Bean, Renegade Johnny, Professor Matthias, Eater of Worlds, Retro Jenny. But legends do speak of 12 magical gems in an ancient kingdom that flourished in peace. Sweet, dude. All right, yeah, I knew that we were gonna be close there. 'Cause it seemed like we were getting some good strategy there. It just seemed like that if you took damage from when he was moving around as the skull, it wasn't so bad. It was the bowling ball. That's where it did the most damage, or probably the charge too, where he does that blink towards you. Yeah, the music is so good in this game. Thanks for the GG there as well, Royal. I appreciate it, dude. Such is the stuff of legends. Yeah, see, there's nothing extra if you get for beating this on hard mode. So it's kind of really just for the challenge, but that's fine actually. I really enjoy this game, you know. This is a game that I grew up with, so... You know, beating this game on hard mode here, you know, without using any continues, which like I said, this is Deathless, so... Because Deathless and 1cc is the same thing on this one. I don't remember if you get a credit roll in this one or not. Some games don't give you a credit roll, they just, you know, go straight back to the Sega screen. Sometimes they just stay on one screen until you press buttons. Fox Molar, thanks for the GG as well, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, that was a good one. That was not a shabby challenge there. That one took a couple sittings there. Yeah, I think it is gonna just... Maybe, I'm like pressing start and everything. Does it just stay on here? Such is the stuff of legends. Oh, there it goes. Okay, okay. Hey, awesome. Another one taken down. Hey, that's cool though. Like I said, this is a childhood favorite, so I'm glad I got to share it with you all, folks. Not too shabby, yeah. This game is not too shabby in general. It's a great one, honestly. Hopefully I was able to give you folks, you know, a game that maybe you can go and check out yourselves. Like I said, there is an easy and normal mode as well. So it's not something where you have to play hard mode, and it's kind of interesting actually. Like I said, you know, the game overall is really good. Like the graphics are really good, the gameplay is really solid. You know, and the sound obviously is really good too. You know, but I've heard some people say that they thought that there wasn't really anything special about this game. You know, they thought it was kind of generic, which maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe it is a little bit. I mean, it is kind of short, and there's nothing really like revolutionary about this game or anything. I just think it's cool because it's different. You know, it's kind of a bit of a different take on a, you know, on a platformer, you know, and it isn't too long of a game, but at the same time, you know, it is a game of, you know, where it's going to be significant at the end. You know, it's not just going to hand the game to you, if that makes any sense. So, but yeah, thanks everybody for coming by tonight. I really appreciate it. Another challenge taken down. We got 3 days taken down in a week, so we'll be back tomorrow, folks. We'll be back at normal time.